On this week's video, I'm going to be planting my fall vegetables, which I'm planting spinach currently, and then adjusting the garden grid to fit my application. The latest that I could get the fall vegetables in that I chose is the beginning of August, just so I had time to get fully mature, which didn't give me time to adjust the grid right then. So I had to start with the vegetables and then move on to the grid later. Alright, next I'm planting broccoli. The final vegetable for this bed is carrots. I'll be posting links to all the vegetables that I purchased in the description. Alright, and in the last bed I've got radishes, and I've already had one set since they're very quick to mature and they were very good. And here I have golden beets that I purchased from the grocery store on a whim, so we're going to see how they turn out. And here's the second kind of beets that I'm growing. And then the final vegetable is watermelon radish, which I've never had, but I've been told very good things, so I figured I'd give it a try. Okay, on to the important part. Going to be adjusting the garden grid. I'm using my PVC cutters to cut the grid in place so I know right where to cut it. I'm using a box cutter to trim off the excess pipe from the cuts, and then I didn't do a very good job on showing you on the first one, but I do a better job on the second to show you how I'm cutting it. And then I just push the pipes back together into their fittings. It didn't take much time at all to adjust the garden grid. I did this second one off camera because showing you both back to back I think would have been a little much, since it was the same process all over again. But it was so easy to modify to my application, and I'm really glad I got it. And you can see that the water now stays inside the grid so nicely and doesn't get on the wood. I just had to make a little minor adjustments to some of the pipes because they were turned the wrong way, and then I was done with it. Decided that it'd be nice to water all of my beds at one time, so the previous homeowners of my house left a whole bunch of PVC, so I put together a quick manifold. All I had to do was cut it, put the fittings, glue it together, and then it was done. And here's the finished manifold. The black piece is a pressure reducer. Then we're going to come around to the first bed here in just a second. And each bed has a shutoff, which is great for not watering a specific area. First bed is empty, got to work on that. Then we're going to come to the second bed, where you can see the garden hose hooked up to the garden grid. And then there's the watering. And then we have carrots in the first row, broccoli, and then spinach. And we're going to come to the final bed with the garden hose going up to the garden grid. And then those are watermelon radish. Then we have 2 types of beets. And then my second round of radishes. Then my sunchokes, they have a water hookup now, and they are able to be watered at the same time. And here are the vegetables today. They're doing really well. I'm enjoying watering with the gardening grid. It's making it so easy. And I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe.